super quickly, we were not the first company in digital payments. In fact, a decade of digital payment attempts have just been capped off with a very spectacular flame out by a company called DigiCash. And literally a couple of nights before I met Peter, I went to the shutdown party of DigiCash, which was on Stanford grounds. And it was a bankruptcy, and there was a CEO brought in to dispense with the employees and dispose of the intellectual property. It was really bad news. So there was quite a number, and the whole concept of digital cash has been around for about 25 years. So certainly we were not the first ones. I think we were the first ones to compromise wisely on the notion of user interface being actually useful as opposed to complicated or just purely secure, which is sort of one of the...
Yeah, there's a three-way trade-off between privacy, security, and convenience. And if you get any two of them 100%, the third one you'll be at 0%, and that would be bad. I remember Max and I went to this financial crypto conference in Anguilla where you have all these people trying to develop new payment systems. They have a conference on this. And in February of 2000, we went there, and we decided, all these people have been working on this for 10, 15 years, and we announced we have figured out the formula for how to do payments online and how to actually create a new digital currency. And it is hard to understate the degree of anger and resentment that the people felt.
Yes, so
there were people presenting theoretical papers at this point on why it could never be done, and they had proof this could never be done because the smartest people in the world have been trying this for 10 years, and so on.
Yeah, so this was February '99.
The first time you went?
Yes, so the first time I went was February '99, which was basically when the digital cash just collapsed. It was just a dark day in digital cash. So when Peter and I went there, I made a promise in February '99 that I will come back and I'm going to do something very obnoxious if PayPal is successful, because I wanted to make a point that we've figured it out, because people were really not very friendly on the whole digital cash side of things at all. So I actually gave a talk at Financial Crypto 2000, and I think Peter wasn't in the audience because he slept through, but I forgave him later on. The talk was titled "No One Needs Anonymous Digital Cash." And the whole point of the talk was really, look, there's this trade-off, there's privacy, security, and convenience. And if you get the security perfectly and privacy perfectly, convenience is going to go to hell. And you just have to deal with that and compromise. The talk was fairly academic, and I was really trying to make a point, and they sort of involved a lot of math. But I basically had two slides. The first slide had all of my math and all of my academic stuff in it. And the second slide, I had a dramatic pause, and I said, look, if you don't believe me, flip my slide, and it's at 250,000 users, which is what we had at the time. The largest number of users DigiCash has ever seen was, I think, 2,000. So it was a very quiet moment in the audience, and then people started to boo me off stage because they were not willing to believe that the whole thing worked out. And I was going to go next year and to show them that we had about 7.5 million users by then, but the point was...
It might have been dangerous for your health.
It might have been because they'd probably throw things at me.